So, why are so many people moving to Bend, Oregon? Let's find out. Hey everyone, I'm Carin Jackson, your Bend, Oregon real estate expert with Living in Bend, Oregon. And today I'm going to talk about the many reasons why people are choosing to live in Bend right now. First up, and most obvious, it's gorgeous. On one side, you get the mountains and all the beautifully forested neighborhoods and amenities. And on the other side, you get an open, high desert feel where you can experience spectacular Cascade Mountain Range views. The weather here is pretty great too. We get all 4 seasons and the snow levels vary year to year. I've lived here for 6 years and have lived through both very mild winters and ones where they were dubbed snowpocalypse. If you are from an area that doesn't get snow, don't worry, you got this. I moved here from the Bay Area and, knock on wood, I haven't had an accident yet. Of course, now that I've said that, I probably just jinxed myself.
You're going the wrong way!
What?
Why?
You'll definitely want to get a car with all-wheel drive and good snow tires to up your chances at getting around safely. Next up, it's still fairly small and less populated. Compared to major cities, Bend is still relatively small. We do have over 100,000 residents now, but to me, it feels much smaller than that. The town is pretty spread out, so people don't feel like they are on top of each other all of the time. The max stories a building can be here is 6, so you won't have huge skyscrapers blocking the views of the mountains. It used to be 4, but to help with housing issues, the city passed a new code. When a city grows, you either have to go up or grow out, and this was a compromise to opening up too much BLM land. If that's still too many people for you and you'd like to be in a smaller town, Redmond might be the perfect fit for you. Check out this other video I did on the differences between Bend and Redmond, and if you'd like to know a little bit more about the town just 20 to 20 minutes north of Bend. Third on the list, we have lots of outdoor activities. This is another obvious one, but let's go ahead and cover just some of the outdoor activities you can find here in Bend. We have a ton of trails around here. You won't have a hard time finding any of them. There's skiing and of course snowboarding, and we are lucky to have 2 resorts near Bend, Mount Bachelor and Hoodoo, so you'll have plenty of options to hit the slopes. You can go snowshoeing or cross-country skiing, rock climbing, golfing. We have world-class golf courses around here, and there's a few you can even play year-round. There's fishing, of course, and if you aren't yet super skilled at fishing, there are a ton of fishing courses around here that you can participate in before heading out to lakes and rivers. Motorbiking and SUVing, mountain biking, and of course there's lots of river and lake activities like floating on the river, canoeing and kayaking on either a lake or the river, and there are a couple of really cool tours you can do through Wanderlust Tours. The first one is the Starlight and Moonlight Tour on one of the various Cascade Lakes. It's a 2-hour tour that starts at dusk, so you can watch the stars appear in the sky. The tour includes canoes, paddles, headlamps, and refreshments like hot cocoa, local craft beer from Deschutes Brewery, and dessert from Sparrow Bakery. The canoes are big enough to fit up to 3 people, so this could be a fun family event. The second tour is more geared towards adults, but children are still absolutely welcome. And with a name like Brews and Views, you can see why. This is also a 2-hour tour that takes place on either local lakes or rivers and includes info on the local beer scene as well as learning about the indigenous people who used to call Bend home. The location and craft you end up using, canoe or kayak, will depend on the time of year you are taking the tour. There's also whitewater rafting, boating, and of course, when you're in the mountains with lots of forest, there is abundant amount of camping opportunities. Okay, next up is the breweries. Oh boy, do we have a lot of them.
Hey, Barney, I think you've had enough. Are you crazy? We still haven't tried Raspberry Duff, Lady Duff, Tartar Control Duff.
In Bend, we have around 20, and there are 30 in Deschutes County. And at one point, we had the most breweries per capita in the US, but we're now number 3. Looks like we have some work to do to get back up there. I have had quite a few clients move here with the intentions of getting into microbrewing, and I have been fortunate enough to work with some amazing brewmasters and have been able to make some great connections. Our cider breweries are really starting to make an impact as well. So if you love a good beer or cider, you'll be moving to the right place. I'm kind of getting into ciders lately myself, and we have some amazing ones here in Bend. Abbott Cider is one you'll want to try because they come up with some amazing flavors. Plus, if you live in Bend or happen to be in town, Abbott also puts on a small fair with rides and lots of amazing food vendors. It's really a fun weekend everyone can enjoy, whether or not you even like cider. And to round off our list of reasons why people are moving to Bend, Oregon, compared to states like California and New York, you get more bang for your buck for homes in Bend, Oregon. Home prices have definitely gone up here over the last few years, but you can find brand new 3-bedroom homes with around 2,000 square feet for a little over $500,000. Now, some people watching this are going to absolutely balk at that being a reasonable price. But again, if you're moving from places where similar homes are over $1 million, this can feel like a bargain. So if any of you have any questions on this video or would like to talk in depth about your personal circumstances or would just like to talk about living in Bend, I would love to talk to you. Give me a call, send me a text, or shoot me an email because as much as I love making these videos, I'd rather help you more. Also, if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to get weekly videos all about Bend. See you in the next one.